There was a vineyard, not a grand estate, not a palace, just a simple plot of green soil and ripening grapes. But to Naboth, this was his treasure, his inheritance, a sacred trust passed down from his fathers. And it sat right there next to the royal palace of King Ahab. Ahab, powerful, wealthy, yet restless. Every day his eyes wandered over Naboth's vineyard, coveting it like a prize. "Give me your vineyard," Ahab demanded. "I'll trade you a better one, or pay you its full value." But Naboth would not sell. He could not. That soil held the hands of his ancestors, the voice of God's promise, and Naboth would not let it go. Ahab went home sullen, brooding. And his wife, Queen Jezebel, saw his sorrow and seethed. "You are the king of Israel," she whispered. "Do you let a common man defy you?" And with that poison in her heart, Jezebel plotted. She wrote letters sealed with the king's own name and sent them to the elders of the city. "Proclaim a fast," she commanded. "Seat Naboth in a place of honor, and then accuse him. Say that he cursed God and the king." And they obeyed. The trial was a lie, the verdict decided before a word was spoken. And outside the city walls, stones fell like judgment. Naboth, innocent, died crying for mercy. And the vineyard? Jezebel handed it to Ahab like a trophy. Ahab hurried to possess the land, feeling the thrill of victory. But he did not see the shadow moving across the rows of vines. He did not see the eyes that watched him, the eyes of God. And then Elijah appeared like a storm. His voice rang with fire. "Have you murdered and taken possession? Dogs will lick your blood where they licked Naboth's. And Jezebel, your queen, dogs will devour her by the wall of Jezreel." Every word was a hammer on Ahab's soul. And though he humbled himself for a season, the end was sure. In time, an arrow found Ahab in battle, and his blood ran down his chariot. The dogs came. And Jezebel, thrown down by her own servants, her body left shattered in the street, and the dogs finished what was foretold. What do we learn? That no throne is too high for God to reach, no conspiracy too dark for his light to pierce, that injustice, however hidden, will one day speak, and that the judge of all the earth will do right. The vineyard of Naboth was more than land. It was a test of hearts. And Ahab failed. Jezebel failed. And their names became a warning whispered across generations. So today, when power tempts you to take what isn't yours, when deceit seems easy and conscience feels small, remember Naboth, remember Elijah, and remember the God who still sees and still speaks.